Well, a perfect 10 is what the BJP managed in 2019. 5 years later, can they repeat the magic in that northern state that's pretty close? 3 parts of it almost touching Delhi. So that's what makes Haryana a pretty tricky option from an election point of view. Remember, there are 10 seats in the state of Haryana, a state that was carved out in 1966 out of Punjab. Voting day, May 25th. Interesting battles that you could see, especially in Sirsa, Hisar, which are considered to be bastions of the INLD, the family of Chautalas. Also battle in Rohtak, that's considered to be the citadel for the Hoodas. This time around, I think the state of Haryana will open up and you could see interesting contest within contest in these elections, especially from, big citadels like the Hoodas, the Chautalas, and also other election players in this particular phase. Look at the change of dynamics in Haryana 2014-2019, 7-1 by the BJP, a perfect 10, not much to look for the INLD, and the JJP, that's a faction that was born out of INLD and now being represented by Dushyant Chautala. The Congress managed to retain 1 seat in 2014, but post that it's lost that. So it could be the BJP looking to go, in top gear. The Congress has got a coalition this time around that we're going to look in the, look ahead. This is the voting percentage of, the voting pattern that you would see in the state of Haryana. Interestingly, this is much above the national average of 67 in the Lok Sabha elections that we had seen in 2019. Let's now take a look at the assembly elections 2014-2019. BJP won 47, dropped to 40. The Congress from 15 jumped to 31, but still couldn't cobble up the numbers. The JNJP, that's the party that I'm talking about, that's played a significant role, especially in BJP once again forming power in the assembly in Haryana. And that's how things stand in Haryana. The voting percentage this time on par with the Lok Sabha elections, but this is assembly elections in Haryana. 67% of voting in Haryana, 68% of voting that you saw in the assembly elections. Also looking at the coalitions, the combines this time around, the NDA going solo, the BJP going solo, all 10 seats, BJP going full throttle this time. The Congress, that's the opposition bloc they have put together. The Congress is fighting on 9 seats, 1 seat in Kurukshetra being given to the AAP. So AAP is also going to make inroads into, other than we're looking at Delhi, there is a seat sharing formula. There is a seat sharing formula in Gujarat. Now Haryana, the third state where you would see a seat sharing formula that the Congress works out with the AAP in these elections. The big seats, Ambala, Banto Kataria, this time after the demise of her husband, now fighting on the ticket from on the BJP, from the BJP, and Varun Chaudhary, clean face, clean image, considered to be very close to Bhupender Singh Hooda, and could see a tight contest, especially in Ambala, between the two big parties, the BJP and the Congress. Bhiwani Mahendragarh, remember Bhiwani Mahendragarh also would throw up some interesting numbers purely for Dharambir Singh, who's looking for his third term, especially from this particular seat, and this could surely, the Congress versus the BJP fight here could play out, all guns blazing in this particular seat, but it's going to surely throw some interesting numbers for data crunching from this particular seat in Bhiwani, where it's a close contest. Faridabad, closer to Delhi, the NCR capital region. You've got Kishan Pal Singh looking for a third term from this particular seat. Mahendra Pratap Singh, an MLA there who's won elections in that Faridabad district. This time, getting a bigger cap, fighting the Lok Sabha elections. We had Avtar Singh Badana, who's fought from the seat before, but last time around couldn't manage to get a big vote share. So a change in face, is that going to change the fortunes? Remember, Faridabad, Gurgaon could be interesting battles to watch out for the simple reason, the proximity to Delhi, and you would get a bigger sense of how things are going to play out in the national capital. Gurgaon, Rao Indrajit Singh looking for a fourth term. He's won this election from Gurgaon on a Congress ticket. The next 2 times in 2014, 2019 on a BJP ticket, looking for a 4th straight run from Gurgaon to Parliament. Congress this time fielding a Bollywood star, Raj Babbar. Last time around he fought from Uttar Pradesh. This time changing state, coming to Haryana, looking for change in fortunes, but it could be an all-out battle between the two political heavyweights, the political national parties fighting it out. How Will the regional factions be a spoilsport? The INLD, the JJP, how will they play spoilsport? That's worth looking out for in this elections. Moving to Hisar, another base for the Chautalas. Remember, all 4 players in this particular elections in Hisar have some way or the other related to, the late Deputy Prime Minister Devi Lal. At least the person who is not directly related to them claims that he is carrying forward Devi Lal's legacy. So it could be an interesting battle that you could see here, for the simple reason you've got all Chautalas battling it out in this election fray. Karnal, you've got the former Chief Minister of Haryana, Manohar Lal Khattar, in the election fray. Divyanshu Buddhi Rajat from the Congress, and this is one seat which looks very much in control from a BJP perspective, because you've got that former Chief Minister of the state. Remember, there was a change in guard just before elections, or just before the Lok Sabha election dates were announced. So a change in guard, but I think Manohar Lal Khattar on a strong footing on this particular seat in Karnal. Moving to Kurukshetra, again, somebody who's left the Congress, come to the BJP. Naveen Jindal, this time fighting on a BJP ticket. Naveen Jindal in 2004-2009 had won this particular seat fighting on a Congress ticket. You've got Dr. Sushil Gupta. It's a battle in Kurukshetra that could get interesting. It's the bastion of the Jindals. And, this could go anywhere. But this is another tight contest that you could see in Kurukshetra. Moving to Rohtak, it's considered to be the citadel for the Hoodas. And the Hoodas have time and again, since this particular region or this particular seat was formed, it's just twice that the Hoodas or the Congress has lost this particular seat, way back in 1999 and 2019 when Dipender Hooda lost the seat. So this could, this is considered to be the citadel. Can they make inroads? This could decide the fortunes of, the political heavyweights in Haryana. If, the way the big seats, especially as I mentioned, the Chautalas and also Hoodas, how they look forward to Sirsa, this seat becomes interesting for the simple reason Ashok Tawar won this seat once on a Congress ticket, now fighting on a BJP ticket. Congress heavyweight Kumari Shailaja in the election fray. But looking at the way things stand, Ashok Tawar has a edge in Sirsa on this particular seat. Sonipat, a seat where Prime Minister addressed an election rally. Prime Minister addressed 2 election rallies. Sonipat, one of the regions where he addressed an election rally. It's Manohar Lal Badoli taking on Satpal Brahmachari, and this is again a very strong bastion for the INLD. So it's going to be, it's going to take some understanding to look at Haryana and understand how Haryana could play this time around in these elections, because there are so many factions. It becomes a bit complicated to look at Haryana and to dissect the numbers for Haryana, the way regional parties have decided to go solo in this election.